You know, I think about the packing of the Supreme Court. This is something I've spent my life on, the Constitution and very much the court. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, Joe Biden, the Democrats, that court doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the American people. Why don't you keep your hands off of it? Keep your hands off of our Senate. Keep your hands off of our Electoral College. Keep your hands off of the way we vote. Just because you might get a majority in one short period of time doesn't mean you get to change the structure of our government. And yet that is their intention. Now, Joe Biden and his family are corrupt. They're corrupt. The Democrat talking point today is that here we go again. The Russians are interfering in our elections, and this laptop is another Russian effort at disinformation. I want to talk about this for a second. Now, think about this. We have dates, we have times, we have emails, we have texts, we have names, we have hard information. Why don't the media track this stuff down? Because if the media track this stuff down, their narrative about Russia disinformation will go away. 40,000 or so emails on there. Rudy Giuliani says he'll share them with anybody who wants to see them. They haven't asked. You have, unfortunately, video of Hunter Biden in sex acts, and I'm told that some of this might not be legal, believe it or not. I'm not going to get any further into that. You also have him using drugs. Now, so let's think about the Russians. So for the Russians to put this together, they have to put this hard drive together. They have to have somebody drop it off at this computer fix-it store in the middle of Delaware. They have to hope that 90 days go by, and this guy is going to decide he's not going to throw it away. He's not going to just put it in the closet. He's going to actually look at it. He looks at it, and he's obviously quite troubled by it. He contacts the FBI. FBI comes by and interviews him. He gives him the original hard drive. He makes 4 copies, according to Rudy Giuliani on my Fox show last night. And then he's watching the impeachment hearings. He's getting very angry, and he takes one of the copies and he gives it to one of Rudy Giuliani's lawyers, who's a former assistant U.S. attorney. And they review it, they vet it, and they provide aspects, if not all of it, to the New York Post. Now, how would the Russians actually pull the strings behind this? Right? It's not possible. It's simply not possible. In other words, how would they know that this guy who gets the computer is going to do anything with it? The other problem is, Rudy tells us, as he did last night on my Fox show, that the lawyer for Hunter Biden called the next day and asked for the computer back. But it was too late because Hunter had apparently signed a contract that after 90 days he loses the property. So you have Hunter Biden's signature, you have his lawyer calling. For the Russians to do this, they would be spectacularly lucky, and it would be a boneheaded way to go about getting it out there, wouldn't it? There's too much a chance. And the evidence that the Democrats, Adam Schiff and now the surrogates are all over TV, and the media have that this was a Russia plant is what? Nothing. They have nothing. They're pushing that out there in a desperate effort as a smokescreen. Meanwhile, you have all this tangible information you can track down, including witnesses, Rudy says. Just go ahead and pursue them, but they won't. And so, as I pointed out last week, they attack Rudy Giuliani. They attack the Republicans. And this Praetorian Guard encircles the Biden family. Now, if you're the Biden family, the first thing you do is you're the father, you call up the phone and say to Hunter, is this your laptop? Right, Mr. Producer? Mm-hmm. Is this your laptop? No, it's not, Dad. Yes, it is, Dad. If it's not, wouldn't we have heard by now, that is not my son's laptop, right? But we don't get a definitive statement like that all weekend long. No definitive statements. And by the way, I'm talking about the news organizations, and there aren't many that have some inkling of an interest. Most of them are trying to bury it. And so as a father, you're running for president, you were vice president, you say to yourself, is that your laptop? Are these your emails? And so then if he says, yes, Dad, they are, then you go in full defensive mode, right? What do? Well, the Russians must have put it there. This is a smear. This is a lie. I'm not going to make myself available until the debate, and then I'll have a line. I'll just say it's not true, and you're attacking my son, the way Biden did several weeks ago in the first debate. But I'm telling you, as a rational matter, think of yourselves. If your fathers or mothers or grandfathers or grandmother, you're going to ask your son or your grandson, is that yours? Did you drop that off? And then you're going to have an answer and you're going to know, one way or the other. But they won't answer it all weekend long. You're getting obfuscation and all the rest of it. It's his. It's his. The hard drive is his. The emails are his. The videos are his. Otherwise, we would have heard otherwise. They'll have some, gimmick, as I say at the debate. But it is what it is. Now.